Salam, my brothers. How are you? I hope you guys are doing well. I often get asked, where do you find the time to work out? You know, a lot of brothers will tell me they just don't have time to work out, and I agree with you. You don't have time. But you know what? Time isn't going to knock on your front door and say, hey, I'm here, so why don't you use me, utilize me? You know, you have to make time. I have a full-time job. I'm married, 2 kids. I have several properties that I manage. I'm involved with an international move going from one country to another country, but I still make time. I still work out 4 times a week. How do I make the time? Well, one hint I'm going to tell you guys is, first and foremost, are you guys watching TV? Well, you know, TV is the biggest time stealer there is. First and foremost, turn the TV off. I watch maybe 5-10 minutes at the end of the evening just to catch up on the news, to see what's going on in Egypt and what's going on in Palestine. That's it. Other than that, I don't watch TV. So if you're spending an hour in front of the TV, that's completely useless. Well, there's your time. This is where you got to make your time. And not only that, I got to do my prayers. I try to catch all 5 prayers on time. You know, so you have to just make time. Time is not going to just appear out of nowhere. You know, and you know, Allah has given blessing to the early part of the day. So the beginning of the day, there's a lot of barakah. So try to get your workout in early. Try to get up early, first and foremost. So in order to get up early, you got to be going to bed early. So I know a lot of you guys, especially in the Muslim world, Saudi, and the Middle East and everything, I know you guys like to go to bed at 1, 2 in the morning. Well, if you're going to go to bed 1, 2 in the morning, then forget it. You're not going to get up at 5, for Fajr time and have that time in the morning. So you need to get up, you need to go to bed early, and get up early. You'll have time. After Fajr, you'll have all the time. Have your little workout, have your little coffee, and work out at that time. This is the way you're going to make time. So you have to make time. It's not going to appear. It's not a magic solution. You have to just make time. All right? Just a little note on going to bed early and waking up early. Something really interesting happened with me, and I want to share this with you guys. Throughout the year, we keep our doors and windows closed because it's so hot and humid here in Saudi. But since the weather is slightly milder, we've opened the windows so we can actually hear the noise outside. The other day, yesterday actually, I was praying Maghrib, and I was hearing right at Maghrib time, and there was a loud noise outside. It was chirping. There was like a whole bunch of birds. We actually have 2 trees, one on the side of the house and one in the back of the house. So while I was praying, I was listening, and I heard these birds chirping, like loudly, like I've never really noticed them before, and they were chirping. And as the Maghrib prayer finished, all of a sudden, alhamdulillah, all of a sudden, it went quiet. All the birds in tune, all went to sleep. And then I noticed at Fajr time, the same thing happens. Birds will actually wake up at Fajr time, and they'll go to bed immediately after Maghrib. It's amazing that they do it in such unison. It's like all at once. It was spooky. It was almost like we were in the Twilight Zone. So go ahead, if you haven't noticed, open your windows and listen to that. And we should take a lesson from the birds. They go to bed early and they wake up early. This is the way we should be living our life. We should be following the sun. We should be getting up early and going to bed early. This is the way we'll be the most productive. If you're going to bed late, you know, you just miss out on the early hours. Early hours have a lot of barakah. They have a lot of blessings. So don't miss out on the early hours. Go to bed early, wake up early. Another question I got asked is, since we're limited for time, what is better for the health? Cardio or weights? Should I do cardio? Should I do weights? I'll put it to you this way. Cardio is basically for the internal organs. So cardio strengthens, makes your internal organs, like your cardiovascular, your heart, your lungs, internal organs, it makes them more healthy, more efficient. All right? Weights works on the outside a little bit more, the muscle mass and everything. The majority of people don't get sick because they don't have enough muscle mass. The majority of people get sick because they have a cardiovascular disease, circulation disease. So if you are to look at just specifically for health reasons, I would say cardio is a notch above weights. So cardio is more specifically for health. Weights takes in more cosmetic. You look better and all that stuff, so you gain a little bit more muscle mass. They're both important, but cardio is a notch above weight. So you have to choose one or the other. If you really are pressed for time, it's preferable to do a little bit of cardio. Like I said, the majority of diseases are cardiovascular, circulation, and stuff like that. So do your cardio. Don't neglect your cardio, is basically what I'm trying to say. You should still do your weights. It's still healthy to do the weights. Weights is good for functional strength. It strengthens your mid, your core, strengthens your lower back, strengthens your posture and stuff like that. So weights is still important. You should still be doing weights. You should actually be doing a combination of the two. Some days do cardio, some days do weights, or mix the two up. Do both at the same time. Both are very important, but don't neglect your cardio. Okay? I hope I answered your questions. Have a great day. Always, thanks for watching. Salam.